Hello and welcome to this video where we will talk about how you can rank your business in Google Maps. Now, first of all, let's talk about why you should want to rank in Google Maps. So Google Maps is this section here on the screen that we can see where we have three businesses showing up in what's called the 3-pack. And in the 3-pack, you will see those businesses showing up with their review stars. You can get directions to drive to the business, or you can visit their website. So you can already see if someone types in dentist near me and they are in Sydney, they might get a 3-pack here that looks something like this. So it's very beneficial if you rank your business, whether you're a mechanic, whether you do window installations or dentistry, to rank your business in this 3-pack, because all the other businesses will not show in this 3-pack immediately. So of course visitors are going to go to one of those three businesses, and most likely the one with the best reviews. Now, if someone types in your business name exactly, in this case Concord Dental or David's Mechanic Shop, then it's going to come up like the version here on the right side, where we again have the review stars, visit website, and so on. So by now it's probably clear why it's a good idea to rank high in Google My Business to get more customers and at the end of the day more sales. So how can we do this? Now I will show you a couple of strategies that we use in our agency to rank Google My Business listings higher in Google. So the first thing we want to look at is name, address, and phone number. So when you're talking about NAP, also called business citations, what we really mean is that we want the name of your business, the address, the phone number, and your website as well listed somewhere on a business directory website. So what are these business directory websites that we could put our business on? Here we have the top 50 citation sites for Australia. Now, the first one being Facebook, just because it's very popular. We also have Apple Maps and so on. But the main idea here is that you go to a website, let's say True Local. You go to the website and you sign up, and then you list your business. So it says here for business owners, you will get more exposure, and you would do the same for all of these other citations. And I will put a link into this list here so you can get those for yourself. Now, it's a very time-consuming task to do this yourself, so I would suggest that you go to a website such as Fiverr.com, and depending on what country you are in, you would type in Citations Australia, and you would find a couple of guys who are doing business citations. We'll do up to 150 listings and so on, and they have an automated way to list you on Yellow Pages, True Local, Brown Book, and all these other ones that we have talked about. Now, the theory behind citations, why is this important? Google needs to understand where your business is located. And when someone types in dentist Melbourne or mechanic near me, how does Google know that you are in fact a mechanic in Melbourne? And you probably have guessed one of the ways Google decides that is NAP. If you have consistent NAP all over Google and on these other websites, that Google will understand that you are in fact a mechanic who is operating out of Melbourne. So fantastic. Now, as an agency, how can we go one step further here to do this? This is not really a DIY approach. What we do is we find all of your competitors' citations as well. And that, of course, is a great thing, because if you can have all of your competitor citations plus 10 to 20 other citations, then you are winning the NAP game. And that is good, because Google now has more of a clear picture on where to rank you, and Google knows for sure that you are a local business, and therefore you have better chances to rank. Now, another factor how we can rank our Google My Business is comments that contain keywords. So sometimes people might leave a comment on your Google My Business page to leave you a review. So If we type in emergency dentist Sydney, probably see an example here of that happening. Not in this case, 1 second. What else do we have? Dental Hospital Sydney. Yeah, that's right. So here we have the Maps 3-pack coming up, and someone has left a comment that contained emergency, the keyword emergency. And to show you how relevant these listings are, Google bolds this keyword that was left in a comment. So if we jump into the comments here, somewhere here in the reviews, there must have been someone who mentioned the keyword emergency. So if you can get a customer to leave you a review, preferably a 5-star review, of course, and to also mention a keyword in here, then that is great, and you will be winning the keyword game. In order to get reviews, this brings us to step 2.1 here. We will show you a way how you can generate a link that will directly give your customers the opportunity to review your business. And that is very powerful because you can text this link to your customers. So let's go type in GMB link generator. And again, I will have a link to this link generator as well. So let's say we want to get the review link for the 24-hour dentist. They need some better reviews. They're sitting on 3 stars here. So we would type in, we would copy 24-hour dentist. We go to this link here, White Spark, and we pop in our business name. Now we have a 24-hour dentist in New South Wales, Australia. That's the one we want. And we can see our review link here. So we can copy this link and we type this link into Google to make sure that it is indeed bringing up the review for your business. And sure enough, if we type it in, we can now leave a review for this business. And the idea is you give this link to your customers, and they can then leave your business a 5-star review if they are happy. If you feel there might be unhappy customers, you can send them to your contact form on your website. Or you can set up a different form for feedback so that hopefully the 5-star reviews will end up on Google and the negative feedback will just go to your email, and you can resolve any problems there with your customers. That's a little trick for you. The next one is headings on your website. We have also seen that when we typed in emergency dentist or dental hospital, we did see that here in Google My Business it says their website mentions emergency dental care. So if you can have a heading on your website that mentions the keyword you want to rank for, even better. So now, what are headings on websites? Let's show you a quick example here. Go to this website. I would bet that this here is a heading, which is a special way of marking up text on your website. So we can see here headings that they have on their website is how can we help you, relieve pain, affordable, reliable. So not too much in terms of emergency dentist, which is a mistake on their part, but you get that that those headings are misused. So just a bit unlucky here for me that I don't have a good example for you. But let's see, 24-hour dental care. Let's see if we have any headings here that match what we want. Dental emergency, they have this in here so as a heading, so this would tell Google that they are in fact performing dental emergency services. So you just want to mark up your keyword as a heading, and the way that would look in HTML code would be H1, close the bracket, and then emergency dentist Sydney, if that is where you want to rank. And then Google can find this on your website as a heading and know that you provide emergency dentist services. So this is a quick and easy one. Now, the last point here, we're getting into the meatier content. Very interesting stuff here with schema. So schema markup is essentially markup that's only meant for the Google computer to understand what your website is all about. Again, I would recommend for this, because this is quite technical, to just head over to a place like such as Fiverr. You would type in schema markup, and sure enough, we should find some people who offer this. So these guys do Yoast schema markup. I wouldn't recommend Yoast. Yoast does not do a good job at schema. This guy will boost local SEO by using schema. This might be a good one to go for. But the idea is to put in keywords and additional data for Google on your website with this one. And what we can do with schema, which most people are not aware of, is that we can get review stars to show in the search results. So let's see if we have anything here for for dental implant Sydney, which has review stars. Now, no stars here so far. Maybe only dental implant Sydney. Yep, sure enough, we have Dr. Paul Pino, who has review stars. And these review stars that we can see here, they are put in through schema markup. And we can copy this page here and show you a quick way how you can check your own schema markup once the gig on Fiverr is completed. You can go to this page, run the test, and find out what schema markup has been put on your website. And we can see this doctor has dentist schema markup, which is great. And within the dentist schema markup, he has also included a rating, which Google has then found and included in the search results. And that's how Dr. Paul has his 5 stars here in Google. So he in fact has put these stars himself there, or his SEO or web design person has done this for him. And this is something you can do for your business as well. Just a little side note, you're not supposed to put it on every page of your website, only on the pages that you have actual reviews for should have that, and they cannot show on the home page. They can only show on services pages, such as the dental implant page on Dr. Paul's website here. Okay, so let's see if we have anything else to add. We still have the keywords in the business name. So that's the little trick that our friend, the emergency dentist Sydney, is playing here. The way he's ranking is he has called his whole business Emergency Dentist Sydney. This is something you will have to be careful about, because Google does not allow for you to just put keywords into your Google My Business name. This is against the rules of Google. But if your business was actually called Emergency Dentist Sydney and you have your Australian business registration on that name, then sure enough you would be allowed to do this. So that's where a little bit of planning comes in. If you can grab an ABN and register your business name with ASIC here in Australia for Australian viewers, such as these guys have. So they have this ABN and they actually have this name for their business. So we cannot fault them, so to speak, for using that keyword, because that is their legal registered business name. And this is a trend we will see more and more often, that businesses, as they get smarter, will realize to use what we call exact match keywords for their business names, and steal the Google Map pack here is what this person has done. So he's the only person showing in Google Maps because he has called himself this. Now you don't have to necessarily change your whole business name, but if you are starting a new business and you're deciding on a name, think about whether it's possible for you to include a few keywords to then outrank your competitors in Google. It might bring you quite a bit of additional business. And again, this is something that we look at whenever we plan a campaign for our clients as well. So now the last factor here is proximity. There's not too much we can do about proximity. All this means is that if someone is close to the business and they type in restaurant near me, Google will show the businesses that are closest to the location. So right now I'm close to Crane Street here in Sydney, and Google shows me these businesses that are close to Crane Street, whereas they're not showing anything in the suburb of Abbotsford, for example, because that would be too far away in Google's eyes. And the same would happen for mechanic near me. Again, I'm here near Crane Street and it shows me the closest mechanics. So this is something that Google will always try to do with Google Maps, to show you the closest relevant results. The only other thing you could do as a business is register new Google My Business accounts across the city. But again, you would need an actual physical location there to receive Google My Business postcards that they send out in order to verify your business. So this point was more a bit of an understanding for you how Google works and why sometimes your business might show and other times it might not. That could very well have to do with the proximity, how close you or the searcher are to your business. So these are the top ranking factors for Google Maps or Google My Business in 2019. Hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions, feel free to pop them into the comment section. Thanks and goodbye.